I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. A total loss. That's how Woodburn Fire Chief John Wallace described the scene of a fire last night that destroyed an auto repair shop on Route 42 in Fallsburg. It didn't take responding firefighters long to extinguish the blaze at Maven Motors, but all that was left was charred business equipment and the burned out wreckage of a car. No one was on scene at the time the fire broke out shortly before 11 last night. Investigators will now attempt to pinpoint the cause. Meantime, in Port Jervis, a family has been left temporarily homeless after fire badly damaged their residence at number 11 Myrtle Avenue early this morning. Members of several area fire departments responded to that scene with a blaze that ripped through the upper floor and attic. There was no initial word of any possible injuries on scene. Keep checking back here at Record Online for an updated report. Orange County legislators got an earful from those who think their revised redistricting plan for the county's 21 legislative districts has failed to enhance minority voting power in places like cities of Newburgh and Middletown and violates the Federal Voting Rights Act. The comments came prior to a planned vote on a redesigned district map that has come under fire for alleged stacking in Newburgh. Plan opponents say there are an adequate number of minority residents in Newburgh to create two legislative districts, instead of limiting minority voting power by consolidating voters into just one district.
The other real problem with it is the process. The process is beyond flawed. The process is it's a farce. I mean, they literally came together, as I said, in the 11th hour. They've had these numbers from the census since 2010 and have just chosen to put together a haphazard plan of devising or drawing redistricting lines in a way that allows them to meet some artificial deadline that disregards, again, the rights of the people.
Following the public comment and lengthy debate, the county legislative vote on the redistricting plan was 10 for and 10 against, defeating it. It means legislators will have to go back and redraw the lines for the 21 districts. Reporter Chris McKenna will have a full report on today's vote and its implications here at Record Online and in tomorrow's Times-Herald Record. It'll now be up to a grand jury to decide if there's sufficient evidence to pursue a criminal case against Paul DeGraff, the Port Ewan man initially charged with vehicular manslaughter and DWI following an accident that claimed the life of 18-year-old Derek Wood of Ulster Park on March 28th along Salem Street in the town of Esopus. Wood was struck and killed by a pickup truck driven by DeGraff, who reportedly told police he had had way too much to drink. He's currently in Ulster County Jail on $100,000 bail. She lives in New Jersey, but authorities in Sullivan County say Janet Hilliard has been getting thousands of dollars worth of food stamp and Medicaid benefits for the past 4 years that she was not entitled to. Hilliard has been charged with grand larceny, welfare fraud, and offering a false instrument for filing. Her case is an example of what Sullivan County's new fraud investigation team will be checking out. Earlier this week, retired Monticello Police Detective Sergeant Jerry Dietz was introduced as the county's chief fraud investigator, who will head up efforts to locate and prosecute those who illegally receive social services program benefits. The transition continues at Washingtonville Village Hall for new Mayor Dave Heinz, who is in the process of assessing the status of Village Hall renovations and determining whether what has already been done has been done properly. And Heinz says he's been getting little help from controversial former Washingtonville Mayor Kevin Hudson in his work to restore access to Village Hall. Heinz's to-do list includes completion of Village Hall renovations, plus a push for a state comptroller's audit of village finances. The call started coming in early last evening. Rocks were being thrown at vehicles driving along Route 28 in the town of Ulster. At least one car was struck by rocks thrown from the cliffs overlooking Route 28 from Hurley Mountain Road. Responding state troopers spotted two young people in the woods on the cliffs. The juveniles were later taken into custody on a nearby street and charged with reckless endangerment and criminal mischief. Their names were not released. The case will be handled in Ulster County Family Court. And this is National Organ Donor Month, and the ongoing push to get people to put their names on donor lists and save lives was made with a proclamation presented during this morning's meeting of the Orange County Legislature. Those with the Orange County Donate Life organization say no one should be waiting for a life-saving organ. Among them, Orange County Executive Ed Diana, who's currently on the waiting list for a liver transplant. He suffers from non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. The county executive, one of 1,600 New Yorkers now waiting for a liver transplant. Looks like it'll be a good weekend to do some spring yard work. Plenty of sunshine in the forecast for Saturday, with temperatures getting into the lower 50s. Sunday will be mostly cloudy, but it'll be a little milder with the highs in the upper 50s. Stay connected to breaking news throughout the weekend right here at Record Online, and get all the news plus the features you look forward to in the weekend editions of the Times-Herald Record. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.